Okay, let's jump right into this. If you're firing up Claude right now and just treating it like a glorified Google search, well, you're basically buying a Ferrari and driving at 10 kilometers an hour in a school zone. It is time to take the parking brake off. In this explainer, we're going to do a deep dive into 16 absolutely game-changing Claude hacks for business and productivity. These are specific frameworks and tools that are going to save you hours of time and actually help you build custom tools for your business. So we're going to sprint right out of the gate with hack number 1, the memory import. If you've been a heavy ChatGPT user and you're sweating about losing all those custom instructions in your chat history, honestly, don't be. You can literally bring everything over to Claude in under 2 minutes. Here's exactly how that works. The migration is just incredibly friction-free. You literally just follow these 4 steps. You pop into your settings, hit Capabilities, and click Start Import. Now, Claude is actually going to give you a specific prompt. You take that, paste it over into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will spit out its entire memory bank of everything it knows about you. You just grab that output, drop it right back into Claude, click Add to Memory, and boom, you're fully migrated. Zero context lost. All right, moving right along to hack number 2, the model selector. So Claude has 3 distinct power levels, and you really need to pick the right tool for the job. You'll find the selector tucked down at the bottom right of your screen. Now, Haiku, that's your cheapest, fastest model. It's absolute magic when you need to instantly summarize, say, 50 pages of dense meeting notes. Then you have Sonnet. That's your daily workhorse, perfect for everyday tasks, drafting emails, that kind of thing. But when you need to find really complex patterns or crunch-deep metrics, Opus is your heavy lifter. Sure, you can set it to auto-adopt, but taking manual control here, that is how you seriously optimize your speed. Which leads perfectly into hack number 3, the Gmail connector. Look, let's be totally honest. Standard Gmail inbox search is, well, it really struggles sometimes. So why not let the AI do the heavy lifting? By going into the sidebar and hooking up your Gmail, you can just ask Claude to hunt down specific threads, summarize massive email chains, or even instantly draft your replies. The real game changer here is that you barely need to open your native inbox anymore. And here is a massive pro tip. If you have an assistant, set up a shared Claude account that's connected to your inbox. That way they can securely search your emails and pull the answers they need without ever interrupting your flow. And that brings us to hack number 4, the calendar connector. It lives right there in the same sidebar setup, but the use case is totally different. I mean, sure, it can do the basics, like scheduling time blocks or magically finding a free hour before Friday, but the real ninja move here, using Claude as your personal business coach. You feed Claude your quarterly or annual goals and then ask it to analyze your connected calendar. It will actually tell you if you're spending the right amount of time on the projects that really matter. It literally holds a mirror up to your true priorities.
Section 1, Visuals and Workspace Management.
Okay, keeping that momentum going into hack number 5, artifacts. Have you ever had a brilliant idea and immediately thought, ugh, I need to hire a developer for this? Well, look in the mirror, because you are the developer now. Artifacts are essentially functional, interactive mini apps that get built straight inside your chat window. So instead of just getting a boring text response, you can tell Claude, hey, build me a sales spreadsheet with sample data. Make the columns editable and include the sales rep, status, and product. You hit enter and pow, a working, interactive app pops up right next to your chat. You aren't just chatting anymore. You are actively building software on the fly.
And hack number 6 builds on that beautifully with interactive visuals. So instead of taking data from Claude and awkwardly dragging it into some other graphing tool, Claude builds live, clickable visuals right there in the interface. Let's say you've got an internal process, like the Hype framework for short-form videos. You literally just type, visualize the Hype framework, and Claude grabs that context to build a dynamic diagram. You can click around, expand different parts, and really dig into it. It's honestly the ultimate tool for accelerated learning. Now, you might be wondering, where does Claude even get all this context? Enter hack number 7, projects. Think of a project as a dedicated workspace, a folder that you totally preload with your company's brain. Upload your PDFs, standard operating procedures, internal docs. For example, you could drop the transcripts from every single coaching call you've ever done into a project. Then, when you're chatting in there, you just ask it to scan those transcripts for specific client pain points to use in your marketing. You can even set a system prompt so it always acts exactly how you want it to, and then invite your whole team to collaborate in that one shared space. All right, hack number 8 is super simple but completely transformative. Voice mode. We can talk about 3 times faster than we type. So whether you hit that little waveform icon on your desktop or the mic button on the phone, just brain dump your ideas. Do it while you're driving, do it while you're walking the dog. Your train of thought can be an absolute mess, and Claude is smart enough to unravel it, figure out exactly what you meant, and perfectly transcribe the whole thing for you to use later. Now, hack number 9. This one is absolutely non-negotiable. It's the Claude Chrome extension. If you are using Claude, go install this right now. It basically turns Claude into an automated researcher living right inside your browser. It can scrape websites for data, click buttons automatically, and hunt down insights. If you're staring at some massive, overwhelming spreadsheet in your browser and you can't spot the pattern, just ask the extension. It takes a snapshot of your screen, works directly in the browser, and handles all that heavy lifting for you.
Section 2, Automation and AI Co-working.
Okay, let's ramp things up. Hack number 10 is CoWork. Now, this one does require installing the dedicated desktop app, but once you toggle computer use on in your settings, mind blown. Claude can actually take over your mouse and keyboard while you step away. You just describe what you need done. Give it a multi-step task like, hey, pull last month's sales numbers from HubSpot, drop them into a Google Sheet, build a summary chart, and post it to the team Slack channel by 9 a.m. Claude breaks it down and just executes it step by step. It is literally Claude's hands doing the work right there on your screen. And what if you want that exact thing done every single day? Well, that is hack 11, schedule tasks. Right inside CoWork, you literally just type /schedule and tell it what to do. As long as your computer is awake, it runs totally on autopilot. You can have Claude read your inbox at the crack of dawn, send you a tight summary of what's urgent, and catch you up on the world. It completely replaces hours of busy work that you, or maybe your chief of staff, used to grind through manually. But hey, what happens if you aren't sitting at your desk? Hack 12 has you covered. It's called Claude Dispatch. This bridges the gap between your smartphone and your desktop CoWork setup. You just scan a QR code on your computer, install the mobile app, and boom, their link. Picture this. You're out to dinner, and you suddenly realize, oh no, I forgot to send that file. No sweat. You pull out Dispatch, text it, hey, take over my computer, grab the Martell Ventures pitch deck, send it to the team for feedback, and email the updates. It operates your entire desktop from your phone while you're waiting for appetizers. Section 3, Advanced Coding and Design. So transitioning into the real power tools here, Hack 13 is Claude Code. This is an AI software developer that takes instructions in plain English. You don't need to know a single line of code, you just need to know how to talk. You can run it in the app or straight from your computer's terminal. There's this incredible story from the source material about a 60-year-old, totally non-technical CEO named Todd. Todd locked himself in his office for 3 days with Claude Code, and when he came out, he had built a fully functional custom CEO dashboard that basically does his job for him. The barrier to entry for custom software, yeah, it's officially gone. And Hack 14 takes that exact power and makes it mobile. It is called Claude Channels. You can actually wire Claude up to iMessage, Telegram, or Discord. Do a quick API setup, and suddenly you can code and fire off commands from your messaging apps anywhere on the planet, as long as your home computer is running. The source material had this crazy example of a guy named Arturo. He was running late for a flight, right? He just pulled up Telegram, messaged his Claude codebot, told it to check his email and calendar for his flight info, and the AI literally checked him into his flight for him. It's like having a personal AI agent living right in your pocket. Moving on to Hack 15, Claude Skills. If you catch yourself pasting the same massive block of instructions to Claude over and over to get something just right, you can simply tell it, hey, turn this into a skill. Or even better, you can browse GitHub and install thousands of pre-made skills for legal, HR, or finance tasks. One of my absolute favorites is the Humanizer skill. It automatically hunts down those 20 super robotic AI writing tropes we all hate and perfectly smooths your text out into a natural human tone every single time you use it. And finally, Hack 16, Claude Design. If you head over to claude.ai/design, congratulations, you are instantly a world-class designer. Pitch decks, one-pagers, landing page mockups, even motion graphics. You literally just describe your vision, feed it your brand guidelines, and it spits out a matching draft in minutes. Like if you wanted a visual workbook summarizing the book Buy Back Your Time, you prompt it, and it pulls the concepts and generates the layouts instantly. And seriously, remember this. As mind-blowing as this all feels right now, this is literally the worst the technology is ever going to be. It is only going up from here.
Section 4, Take Action to Daddy.
Now, it is so incredibly common to watch an explainer like this and suddenly feel this wave of panic, right? Thinking, oh man, I am so far behind. Let me be clear. Nobody feels ahead of the curve when it comes to AI. It's moving too fast. But you don't need to implement all 16 of these hacks today. No way. If one doesn't fit your workflow, just skip it. Move on to the next. The absolute key takeaway here is that by just picking one single hack and setting up one new system today, you are already drastically further ahead than 99% of people out there who are still just treating AI like a basic search engine. And look, if you're a business owner, you're maxed out on time, and you really want a structured, step-by-step way to roll this out, there is a totally free resource mentioned in the source material. It's called the AI Company OS Playbook. It's an exact framework for plugging AI into every single department of your business. If you want it, just head over to Instagram, find @Dan_Martell, and send him a direct message that just says AI Business. He'll send the playbook right over to you.
And I think that just brilliantly captures the whole point of this explainer. The tech is here, you guys. The workflows are mapped out. The exact tools you need to claw back hours of your week are literally sitting at your fingertips. So I want to leave you with this final provocative question to think about. Which of these 16 Claude hacks are you going to set up today to reclaim your time? Don't just watch this technology pass you by. Pick one, set it up, and start taking your time back.